What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing you today. We're doing some Silver Shard Mines action. In this video today, there's no one on lava. What the fuck? Is there a team in this fucking BG right now? I might be versing bots. I'm versing bots. Fantastic. Bots is a free win. Oh my god, look at those fucking bots. Holy shit! I think their whole team's bots. Okay, well that's fucking easy, I guess. What I want to talk about in this video today was the beta fucking notes just came out about Worlds of Draenor, and all the bots just jumped me. Holy shit, that's not good. 10 bots at once. It still hurts. And the bunch of notes came out. If you want to like go and look at specific classes, specific changes, just go read them on the WoW website or MMO Champion, whatever one you want. And but what I'm going to be talking about in this video today is Hunter changes, CC changes, as well as probably a little bit of big garrisons and maybe the followers as well. But I want to start with Hunters just so you guys know what to look forward to, or possibly it might be a little bit different. Obviously, it is an alpha. Whole reason you have an alpha is to test shit and change it depending on how it goes in the game. But yeah, basically we're not gonna like for certain until beta comes. So just take these fucking things with a grain of salt. First things first, obviously, is that Blizzard is planning to take out like nearly 90% of CC that's in the game, and the CC that's staying is getting DR'd with everything else. So for instance, if you get a fear on you, which by the way, fear has been reduced by about 3 seconds, I think it is, 2 or 3 seconds on players. It used to be, I think it used to be 8 seconds for a full duration fear, and now it's down to 5 or 6. You cannot then chain from a fear, chain that into a sheep, for instance. Like the sheep will DR with the fear, and it will become less just from the sheep. So for instance, you'll go from like a 5-second fear into maybe a 3-second sheep, stuff like that. And because of that, it's the same for all of the CCs. Our traps and stuff like that will be for less duration than a fear, and it's all going to be less and less and less. And one of the main things that they actually changed about Hunter CC is that they've taken out Scattershot. If you played a Hunter, then you probably know that Scattershot's the only way you can trap someone in existence, and you're probably freaking out just because I said that. But they've changed it so if you played a Hunter, you know that like when you trap someone, when you ever put down a trap, it has about like a 5-second grace period where it doesn't trigger, which allows other people to then run to the trap and trigger it. And that's what the whole reason you need the scatter shot is so they run over your trap multiple times to get it to trigger. They've taken that out of the game and made them instant trigger, so you can just place them and immediately if you place them on top of someone will trap them. This isn't too bad, obviously. I mean, the trap is great, but the minus the scatter shot's it's still gonna be hard to trap someone, especially with Australian net. But you can always, as far as I can tell, you can still binding shot someone, just bind someone into a trap, so it shouldn't be too bad as far as CC goes. PC, not PC, sorry, Pet, fucking Sun, and CC has been pretty much all removed. You can go look at the list, but I literally like looked at the list, and the entire list just has like literally every CC. I don't know why they didn't just say this is the only CC left instead of just putting out a list of every single CC they removed, because it looks like every single Pet CC. Your shells either stuns, your blinds with monkeys, your fucking disarms with birds. Pretty much I think every single disarm in the game has been taken out actually. So that's it kind of sucks because Burncake probably won't be getting much of a fucking playtime because as soon as he's fucking can't disarm, like what the fuck am I gonna use him for? That's the only reason I use him is for that disarm. So I'm probably going for something that just buffs, or I might not be using a pet at all depending on how with or without you works. They have released the level 100 talents and all that kind of stuff, and in the alpha you can actually play at level 90 with the level 100 talents as of right now, just because they're testing it and they want you to try it out for them. There's also a few things they're adding, or taking away, sorry, for hunters, is stuff that pretty much any spell that isn't like used frequently, Blizzard is trying to remove because they say that people's bars are too cluttered. So, for instance, Hunter's Mark is being removed. Our aspects are being removed. So, like for instance, you might be thinking, well, aspect of the hawk gives you like 2%. I think it's 2%. Some fucking amount of attack power. That's just becoming like a passive. Like you just always will now have that amount of attack power because there's no reason having an aspect if you're just in it 24/7. And aspect of the cheetah and aspect of the pack will just become toggle effect like moves that you can put on your bars instead of being part of your like hunter pack bar or whatever. So that's completely like taking that out of the game, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird it's been in the game this long, to be honest. It's been looking like they're going to take it out for a while, and they just haven't. It's little stuff like Men Pet and Revive Pet. It's getting moved to the same button and shit like this. They're just trying to reduce the clutter. One of the bigger ones is stuff like Rapid Fire has been removed entirely, which is kind of like awful when I think about it. Like if it's just gonna be the same as like Mop, that would pretty much be the biggest nerf in existence for hunters. But I think they're gonna put in things towards the higher levels, like so between 90 and 100, that counteract that and give specific specs of hunter different abilities, because what they've said in the alpha notes is that they're sick of hunters being the exact same for no matter what spec you have. You play BM, survival, or MM, and it's exactly the same playstyle. You don't actually really change what you do. It's just like instead of pressing chimp shot, you press, you know, fucking chimp shot, or instead of pressing chimp shot, you press fucking explosive shot. Like, that's all it is. Like, that's the only difference. Still exactly the same playstyle. All you do is mash fucking mash your arcane shots and stuff like that. But one of the interesting changes they've made is that they can actually take out Arcane Shot for MM, because they say Arcane Shot shouldn't be an MM ability. They want people to be casting Aim Shot more, so what they're doing is reducing the focus cost on Aim Shot and making that your main ability. I don't know if you can cast it while moving, because that's going to piss me off a lot if I have to just keep fucking focus dumping. So I'll just stand still for fucking... How long is the cast second on Aim Shot? I never even cast, so I have no idea. It's 2.4 seconds. I don't want to stand still for 2.4 seconds in PvP and try and cast an Aim Shot. It's just a waste of my time. That's why I never do it now. The only every time I use aim shot as of right now is when I'm opening on and I'm like in stealth or something like that. I never actively do it because it's just a waste of fucking time. Good lord, these bots are just running around in the group, just fucking wrecking house. I just ran into them. Probably shouldn't do that. Other changes, obviously, that aren't involving hunters is stuff like garrisons being put in. There's a little bit more information on garrisons if you want to go check it out. There's not too much, though. It's just this kind of still generic, like this is a thing, but not giving away too much. They obviously want it to be kind of a big deal and a new experience for players. As well as the follower system, they haven't said too much about it except that it exists. So if you didn't know what followers are, you're actually going to be able to acquire followers throughout the game. I think it's either by questing or completing achievements. You'll get followers. You might have to do a specific quest line to gain a certain follower. And each of these followers will be found in your garrison, and they'll be able to actually complete tasks for you. I don't know what these tasks are. They could be stuff like professions. Like you might have a blacksmith that goes into your garrison and does blacksmithing for you or some shit. It might be the kind of Assassin's Creed style if you send someone to go assassinate someone on like an imaginary quest chain and he brings you back gold or whatever. That's the kind of thing that it'll most likely will be, but they haven't actually released anything concrete on it whatsoever as of yet. The only other changes really are to all the other classes that you can go check out in the fucking patch notes, and of course the main thing that I'm looking forward to is the healer nerf that's going on. They've pretty much rethought the whole healing thing. It's kind of weird that they've done it now instead of doing it earlier on. They've just kind of looked at healing and said, okay, let's fucking change this up. And you can go look at obviously all the classes if you want to look at specifics, but they're trying to remove all instacasts from the game, as well as make it so healing does a shitload less actually in fights, meaning that most people will be spending most of the time on less than 100% HP. Because as of right now, the only way, like if you're raiding or you're doing something like raids or doing a boss fight, even PvP, you have to kind of keep someone on max health to stay alive. Because if they're below max health, they're likely to get one shot by a boss or get bursted by a fucking enhanced shaman or something. They basically, Blizzard said that they don't like that people are so frightened of being below max, and that's actually where they should be sitting throughout an entire BG or through a raid. Is never at max health. They should be at a lower point and like in a more dangerous point that would make the fight more interesting. So heals are going to do a lot less, and the heals are supposed to basically vary between you on 20% health and you between 80% health, and just keep you in that range. So it's going to be kind of weird and it's kind of hard to get used to. Probably shouldn't be too bad because of the stat squish. I don't think you'll notice it as much. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think about the alpha changes and what you're looking forward to. Maybe what you don't like. I mean, there's a lot of things that sound bad, but I think once we get into the beta or the alpha, that we'll realize they're not too bad, and hopefully we'll know what they're doing. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you next video.
Come to your senses, Papa, now! Ah! Bless